Good morning, and hope you all have been well. And this is part 9 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play. Set mode, no items. So, yeah. So, I guess with that being said, let's go through the cave here and make our way to Sheridan Village. Also, that does remind me of one thing. On the community post and on episode 8, towards the beginning of the episode, I went into a little rant and discussion with you guys with a new thing that I will be implementing within every comment section of this series. It is a timestamp guide for you that goes over different categories within the game itself. So, if you want to listen to that rant, I go much more in depth on the community post and on episode 8. I probably will just summarize it real quick just to do it again. So, yeah. So, you know what? Yeah, summarizing it is probably more easy. And then moving onwards, I probably won't really do another summary of it since I've said it multiple times. So, yeah. Anyways, summarizing it now before I ramble any further. Within the comment section below, there is a guide timestamp thing for you, however you want to word it. There are 4 different categories that I will be going over. The first one, if I'm not mistaken, is karma points. Of course, that's pretty simple to understand. I'm going to be timestamping every time that I gain a karma point, throughout the game. So, just in case if you want to skip around and whatnot, see whenever I gain karma points, that's available for you. And of course, new or repeat players, hopefully that'll help you out. And by the way, there is a guide going over that kind of stuff and many other things within the Reborn Discord on the Rejuve channel. I believe it's Rejuve Updates. It has everything going over karma points, relationship points, Pokemon encounters, Wisp, Z cells, items, all that kind of good stuff. That one does a much more better job than what I'm doing, but I wanted to create it for this series as well, just to, have it available for players. So if you want to refer to the more official guide from Rejuvenation, that's totally fine. If you want to use the one that I got going on within the series as well, that's fine too. Whatever floats your boat. So the second main thing that I'm going to be getting into is event Pokemon and event scenes. I will be doing a timestamp for event Pokemon. Not every event Pokemon, of course, more so the ones that I plan to capture. I will create timestamps for ones that I may not capture, but want to bring up anyways because it can be beneficial to you. Event Pokemon scenes, I will have a title of the event scene. If some players want to see how to find it or like a reaction kind of thing, that's available for you there. The next thing that I'm going to be getting into is speculations and theories. This is for new or repeat players. If you are a repeat player that is interested in my theories and rants, that is for you. Click on the start, listen to what I gotta say, and then you're good to go. If you are a new player and don't want any spoilers, that's totally fine as well. Whenever I get into a rant, ramble, theory, however you want to word it, I will bring it up to go into the comment section. Click the later timestamp that'll skip you to the very end of the rant, and then you should be away from any sort of spoilers or anything like that. And then the final thing is for Pokemon battles, more so like boss battles, rivals, gym leaders, admin battles, stuff like that. It's more so for new or repeat players that are also doing a challenge run similar to what I'm doing. Check it out if you want to use that as a guide. Overall, hopefully that's a decent summary. Again, I go more into detail on the 8th episode, but I just thought I would summarize it here. So yeah, hopefully overall that kind of like makes sense. So with that being said, let's continue with the main story here. Alrighty, so I want to go for double kick here. And what is up next? Roly Coly. Cool. So it seems like you failed. That's hardly a surprise. I tried to warn you three that this was a hopeless endeavor, but now you know the pain of losing someone. That pain will stick with you forever. I have to move forward. Move forward. You want to move forward. There's no such thing, only endless pain and despair. For a moment. Now, of course, to anybody that says that kind of stuff, it most certainly is not true. Of course, depending on what may be going on in your life, it may feel like that. And honestly, it may be a long period of time before things get better. But it's something that I always gotta tell people. With time and effort, things can turn around and things can get better for most people. Of course, unfortunately, some people right out the gate just kind of get screwed over and things don't really get better for the most part. And to those kind of like rare situations, it truly is just unfortunate. But for the most part, I am a firm believer with time and effort, things can get better and things can turn around. And it is something that I also love to say, that it can always be worse. So try to focus on the good, even though there may not be a lot of it, but just try to focus on that kind of stuff. And again, put time and effort within yourself, and hopefully with time and effort, like I brought up before, things can get better. Let me stop going in circles. You guys get the point. I heard rumbling coming from the lower levels of the cavern. What's down there? I wonder. Rare Pokemon, maybe a secret database. Now that's a little thing that I will be getting into once we get to that point, so yeah. But of course, as of now, I most certainly am not able to do all of that as of now. Alrighty. Zigzagoon will just stay in. What's next? Lanoon, same thing. Cool. Go on through here. And I gotta say, honestly, I'm a big fan of like the changes that they've done with the Amist Cave, however you pronounce that correctly. As you'll learn throughout the series, I suck at pronouncing words, so yeah. Let's see, rock climb. That's another like event thing that we can't really get into as of now, so we won't be worrying about that until we get the right gym badge and the proper levels to get into that whole thing. Let's check out the things there. Doesn't seem to be any items. And I guess we'll move on forward here. Woobat, we already got one of you. Say cheese! Oh wait, I think I was supposed to say that before firing away. Oh well, that aside, I suppose you're in my memory banks now. Guess what? You've been randomly selected to participate in the fun games. Your prize for winning the game, entrance to Sheridan Village. Let the fun games begin. For a moment. I guess we're in an altered dimension here. Hey, over here, this way. Welcome to the first game we're going to play. Hidden in a rock lies a special purple pebble. Choose one and destroy it. If there's a purple pebble found within the rock, you will proceed. Easy enough, right? Okay, let's play. I guess we'll go with the middle one here. I don't think it really matters which one you go for, by the way, so yeah. Wow, you got it. You found the purple pebble. Get it? 'Cause you created the pebble by breaking down the purple rock. Alright, game 1's over. Let's move on. Okay, game number 2. This one will be a bit more difficult. For this game, you need to choose which one is the fake tree. That's it. That's all. Let the games begin. It's kind of goofy though, because I think it's like a little reference to like V12 and some of the older versions of Rejuvenation. I believe like back then, like the whole Nim thing happened on Route 2, and she like transformed into like a little like sapling tree, like running around like Route 2, and you had to like find her or something like that. So I assume that's like a little reference to those older versions here. But anyways, clearly, this is the one. Photosynthesis, photosynthesis. Are you sure you got the right one? I'll give you another shot. Is this tree the fake one? For sure. Aw man, how do you know? I thought my disguise was perfect. Wow, you got it again. That's super impressive. Off and on to the third and final game. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, by the way, this one will get... Oh, I did not mean to skip the text. I'll redo that in a second. But just a fair warning, it does kind of get into a battle. It is not difficult at all as long as you have, you know, a decent team, decent level. So do keep that in mind. Alrighty. Sorry for earlier skipping the text. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, now for the third and final game, Game 3. I've been preparing this particular game for a while. For this game, we'll battle. I've been watching you for a while. I was there when you fought Venom. I wanted to talk to you before then too, but I got scared. The name's Nim. I'm a traveling gal with a ton of vitality and spirit. We're going to be besties, okay? I won't take no for an answer. Now, there's quite a bit of stuff that I can get into about Nim and get into theories and speculations, but for the time being, I'm gonna hold off on that until we get a little bit later within the game. Anyways, though, again, as long as you have like a good balanced team for the most part, it doesn't have to be like perfect. Well, to be fair, there is no just thing as a perfect Pokemon team, but again, as long as you have decent Pokemon, good levels overall, you should be okay. Let's go for double kick on Darumaka, and you can go for Nuzzle, but I think I'd rather just go for the attack here. Oh well, there we go. I guess that works. And honestly, take out Darumaka, go for Spark here. Cool, cool. Lunatone, Solrock. These are a couple of Pokemon that some new players may have some difficulty with. It is something that I brought up before. Capturing Sawaddle back at Goldenwood Forest is a fantastic Pokemon for these two, so yeah. Anyways, let's kind of double team the Solrock here. I don't believe we'll take it out, but it's more so just doing damage to it. Let's go into Levani here, take out Solrock. I doubt Lunatone will be taken out here. I'm surprised that actually took it out. Oh, we missed. That's okay. We don't really lose either way. Kind of surprised though, but to be fair, we are 252 in attack. Congratulations, you won the game. Wow, you won. You're top notch, you know that. I knew we were tied by fate the moment I saw you beat Venom. So cool. But sorry, I have one last game to play. Here are the rules. Answer this question with the truth no matter what it is. And that question is, did I cheer you up? Now, of course, going with yes gives you relationship points to Nim. No will give minus points to Nim. Now, if you're going about it for the Paragon route, pretty simply, yes is the right one. No, of course, if you're going for a Renegade route, that's probably the more wise choice. Now, for my Renegade playthrough, I actually went for max friendship with pretty much every character within the game, and I was still a-okay and had enough points for my own Renegade playthrough. But I know, well, I guess I'll keep it simple. I know like I went into a video. Honestly, I should have done that video way better. It's like 40 plus minutes going over all of that. So again, depending on certain scenes and how you want certain things to like play out, you may have to like alter and do certain stuff. So yeah, I just don't want to get into like spoiler like territory. I'll kind of like leave it vague for now like that. So yeah, it's pretty much how you want to go about it. But for this one, we are going for the Paragon route, not the Renegade route. And of course, if you didn't know, we do have a Renegade route Let's Play on the channel. If you want to check that out, that is available for you there. Yes, I wanted my first impression to be a real good one, the way you wouldn't forget about me. Come chill with me for a second. I know that Ren guy gave you the whole speech about grief and whatnot, but I thought I'd pitch in and spread the happiness or something. Okay, confession time, I was also watching you guys when you were fighting Zeta. I feel so bad because I wanted to help, but I just couldn't. Anyways, when you three were dragged into the rift, Zeta threw Malia's bag off the side of the cliff. I decided to go down into the depths and look for it, and I found it. It had been completely destroyed by the water on the lower levels, but I was able to retrieve this. There wasn't anything else around, so sorry if I missed something. The world sucks a lot. I've been through some of its horrors myself. I was traveling with someone for a while, but we had to separate eventually. But I gotta keep staying weird and zany or else this world gets boring. There's so much out there, so much adventure. I want you to continue with your head held high. But yeah, sorry for dragging you here. I just wanted the chance to talk to you. I'm going to send you back now, okay? I believe in you. Don't forget about me, Nim, your bestie. Bye-bye. Don't forget, I'll always be watching. I'm like your guardian angel. Thank you, Nim. And again, with a lot of like the early game battles, they really are not like super tricky, but if for whatever reason like you are still having some difficulty, again, this Let's Play is here to help you out, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'm more than happy to help. Again, it's something that I said before, like, there is like no like judging around here, especially like more so with like your skill set and whatnot with Pokemon. So again, even though some players may be like new or have difficulty, it's all good. Don't stress, don't worry. If you seriously have any questions, I'm more than happy to help you. Just thought I'd say that as a reminder. Anyways though, it's hopeless, Eldest. Things are just too broken. It's been like this for an entire year, but now it's getting far worse. He won't come out to eat. Heck, he won't even come out of his house in general. Staying inside all day is not healthy. He's neglecting all of his duties. I'm sure the sensei has his reasons. He's lived a complicated life, something that only he can understand, but Sheridan Village is a place of community. We're here for him. I'm here for him. Why won't he just trust me? It's been said time and time again that if the leader of Sheridan Village isn't in sync with his people, it'll fall. In all of my time in this village, this has happened once before, and even through that dark hour, we rose victorious in the end, standing strong, so please believe me when I say things are going to be alright. Okay, I'll put my faith into you, Eldest. For now, the inn needs me. I'll head back now. As you wish. Oh dear. So, they finally made their way to the village. This is where it'll all begin. Oh, please excuse my rude disposition. I was just taken aback. Welcome to Sheridan Village. If you're looking for a place to stay, I run the inn just northeast of here. Good day to you. Thank you, Eldest. I gotta say, I've always loved like Sheridan Village. Eldest, Kata, Alita, all of them are just like really just great people overall. Easily some of my favorite characters within the game. And that also kind of like reminds me as well that I just have not done it yet. I don't know why I haven't, I just haven't. I want to do like a tier maker list video for like the Rejuve characters, Reborn, Desolation, and stuff like that. I'm not really sure why I haven't, but I guess I just haven't yet. One day I will. Let's go ahead and get some of the battles on out of the way real quick. Roselia, Flame Charge. Now there are quite a bit of things, that you can do within the village, and I will get into some of those in a moment. Flame Charge here. And then there's a few other things as well before we get into the main story. But I kind of want to get the battles and all out of the way first. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. That's our early incubator. That's a password that I added, by the way, just for like convenience and speed. If you don't really have that password activated, that's fine. Get a Pokemon with Flame Body, and you'll just have to be running around for quite a while with the egg, so yeah. But if you have the early incubator password activated, then of course that'll speed up the process quite a bit. Alright, Makihita. Take this guy on out. And then I gotta keep in mind, can't go up that way because that'll get into main story stuff. Okay, can't go back there yet. Let's battle you. And then you may have seen like a few people with like an explanation point. Those are for more so like quest. More specifically, those ones are for the help center request. I'm not going to be getting into that like this episode, of course. For every help center request, I plan to do its own like separate video getting into that kind of stuff, so yeah. Let's see here. Alright, you are out of the way. Eldest is here. Alright, one more. And then I believe that's pretty much it for battles within Sheridan. Okay, that kind of sucks, but that's okay. Just going to Sheriff here. Whoops. Aerial Ace. Togedemaru, Flame Charge. Cool, cool. And how do I want to go about this? Because there's Karina, the room ID. Let's go through Sheridan first, actually, and then we'll get into some of the other things. So there is like a little event here, by the way, that you can actually like walk into like their home, and then they kind of give you like a free item. Excuse me, but this is our private space. You can't just walk in from that way because the door is unlocked. Now, no need to be so unwelcoming. God, I'm screwing up every sentence, sorry. Nadia. When I was younger, trainers used to enter my home at random as well. I know, Grandma, but I'm just trying to protect you. What if some creep decided to waltz right into our home? What then? I'm sure our Pokemon would protect us. It's no problem at all, my dear. If you say so. Hey kid, I know I yelled at you for walking in here, but I want you to have this courtesy of me. This is a one-time thing, got it? This isn't a charity. Please disregard my granddaughter's rudeness. She's only trying to look out for me. To be fair, the granddaughter's 1,000,000% right, but with Pokemon logic, you know, we go into every person's home. Alrighty. And then, that's right. I actually kind of want to do that. I believe during like the morning times, a certain someone appears there, so let me do that real quick. Alrighty, so if you are curious, at 8 in the morning, if you change your time or if you're playing at 8 in the morning, a certain somebody will appear here. It's not super important, but I think it kind of changes some dialogue far in the future, so do keep that in mind if you wish to do so. It doesn't add or subtract any like points or anything like that, but I do plan to do this, so it's overall up to you. Howdy, my name is Beth. I'm a cowgirl living in the Terrial region of Avium. What's your name? Alon, huh? Well, I won't forget you, no sir. In fact, take this as a sample. Our drinks are made daily, so they're always fresh. Would you care to buy some of our preservative-free beverages? Beverages, however you say that word correctly. I think I brought it up earlier. I suck at talking, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it there. A little thing there if you want to get into that, and if not, that's totally fine as well. Okay, let's see. Move tutor. That's right. That change, and it's a little bit weird now because it's okay. I'll start that up later. We won't do that now because I mean I can't even go down that way anyways, but we'll do that later and do that in like one go. I'm pretty sure someone, I don't know like the user on the top of my head, but I think somebody has made a video going over that whole thing, so yeah. Okay, so this whole thing doesn't happen. That's a little bit later within the game. Now, if you do want to come back here, if you have the HM Surf, there are quite a few items that are behind like the little river here. If you want to get some of those, like over there and whatnot. If you are curious as well, over this way, if you have Surf, you can actually get a Trico by going down that way, so yeah. And I think that's pretty much it for the house stuff. So let's get into the hotel here. Get herself a sweetheart there. Okay, that's Alita's room. We'll get on out of there. Okay, so that's a trade thing that I don't think we'll really ever do, honestly. Okay, so this starts up a quest here. What am I to do? It's been ages since... Oh, my. How long have you been here? But since you're here, would you mind lending me your ear? Thank you, but I think I should introduce myself before I continue. My name is Daria. I live here with my boyfriend, but my boyfriend and I like to pick special plants that live underneath the soil in Amist Cave for tea. Recently, he went to Amist Cave to grab some himself, but he hasn't been back in a few days. We usually go to Amist Cave to gather them together, but I was busy with work this time around. The trip to the cave only takes a couple of hours. He should have been back by now. I don't have any Pokemon myself, so I can't go out looking for him. Would you mind looking for him in my place? Of course, I will reward you in some way. Thank you, I am in your debt. The spot we usually go to is nearby, a tiny waterfall. Check there first, perhaps. So we'll get into that pretty soon. Check out the other rooms. Alrighty. So, let's see here. Yeah, honestly that works out. We'll just head on back to the cave then, and then we'll do some of the things after this whole event. By the way, oh, hold up. I gotta heal. That's right. Now, I believe this does, like, charges, like, you money. Once you get more to the story, it is for free from now on, but it's all good. Let's see, how do I look on 15? Gotcha. Let me... Okay, we don't got much money. We're pretty broke. I mean, I could sell some stuff. I'll hold on to that for now. Just in case if we need money more later. Let's run here. And that's pretty much how you start up the quest, by interacting with the basket. Could this belong to... Someone help me, please. Now, since we're getting into this event, we will be capturing the Soul Rock, and then I might as well capture the Lunatone that's down below. Please don't hurt me, it was an accident, I swear. For a moment. I kind of want to go for the shiny, actually. I think I honestly might re-roll for it. I don't know yet. Would be kind of cool. I think that's what I'm going to do. Please don't hurt me. I said I was sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Are you here to save me? Please capture that thing for me. I've knocked it out so many times at this point, but it keeps getting right back up. Please help. First try? Nope. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you run away, pretty much, you can, like, continue to, like, re-roll. So it is going to be much more on the easy side for re-rolling for a shiny. So, yeah. What I'm going to do is pause here, and I will see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, so it took me a lot more re-rolls than I wanted it to, but that's just a part of it. So, just in case I like kill it or something, we're just gonna go for fire type moves. Now, Solrock in the future, there's a certain thing that you can do with Solrock. I don't want to like spoil it, so I'll kind of keep it vague for now. So what I'm pretty much getting at is I would recommend you do capture it. Overall, it's a really solid Pokemon. I don't really think you can really go wrong with it at all, so yeah. Let me see if I remember how to even... Or is it... No, oops. Is that how you spell his name? Alright, sorry, that's how you... Oh, whoops, that's how you spell his name. That was a nightmare, thank you for saving me. The name's Marcus, what are you doing in the cave? Huh, my girlfriend just sent you? Oh, that's right, I was supposed to be picking roots you can only find under the ground here in the cave. See, that's where the problem arose. I was picking some of the roots out of the ground and unfortunately, it looked like one of them was wrapped around a Solrock. I think I hurt Solrock by yanking it out of the ground like that, but you've captured it now and I'm sure you'll take good care of it. I suppose I'll go home then, around the house later. Come around the house later, sorry. So, before we get Lunatone, let's get this side quest all wrapped up and everything. Whoops. Run over here. And let's make our way to the room that's over here. Marcus, thank Arceus, you're safe. Of course I'm safe, did you ever doubt me? That's not important, what's important is that you're okay. Yeah, I had a rough encounter with a Pokemon in the cave, but everything is fine now, see? This trainer helped me when I was in a pinch. Thank you so much for helping me along. You've done me a huge favor, you know. It's not much, but please take this as a thanks. Cool, cool. Thank you so much for saving my boyfriend. You are welcome. Okay, so there are a few events that we will be getting into real quick. Let's go to East Giron City. Well, what we will be getting into is a little event with what is it, Malia's key room card. So pretty much if you wanted to like check out like the room and whatnot, here it is. It has like some pretty like cool things and whatnot, and then there's like a little hidden videotape here that we'll get into in a moment. Alrighty, so let's go on through the room here real quick. It seems to be an acceptance letter, of some sort. Congratulations, Malia, you've been chosen to represent the normal type in the Avium region. All attributes from your in-office interview and audition tape have been reviewed by the community and the higher-ups. We are proud to say that you were the top applicant. Your gym will be held at the Blakely Athenaeum at the Scholar District of Grand Dream City. If everything is correct, please send in your response and you will be picked up promptly from your current place of residence. Thank you for applying and we hope to hear from you soon. It's a picture of Malia and Professor Jenner. They seem really happy. There seems to be a bunch of movie posters placed upon the wall. There's something at the bottom of the poster. Hey, I ordered these posters online. They just came in today. They are of the movies you, Ren, and I saw the other week. Finding your favorite movie posters was a pain, so I gave up, but I hope the rest is still awesome. Venom. It's a shiny mirror that's exceptionally clean and smudge-free. Now I guess we'll go and grab the XP share here, and then check this out. This seems to be a bunch of back and forth notes between Jenner and Malia. Read them. Hey, I know I don't see you that often because of work, but how about we grab dinner sometime? I have a lot to tell you, Jenner. Oh, I've been in a mood for some tasty food. Those jobs you send me on are brutal, you know. Let's discuss a time and place, okay? Malia. Hey, can I go sleep over at Venom's house? There's going to be a really rad movie night and I don't want to miss it. Please, Malia. As long as you get all your work done and clean your room, it's fine with me. Seriously, clean your room. It's awful. Jenner. You seemed a little sad today. Is everything okay? I don't like it when you're so down. It makes me sad too, you know. Yeah, I was just being teased by some of the kids on Route 1. They told me that Happy wasn't ever going to evolve with a trainer like me raising it. I'm just wondering if it really is okay for me to have Pokémon. Am I really up to the task? I don't know, the other kids make it seem so easy. I'll get over it probably. Don't worry about it, Malia. Now, perfection comes with time. You're still new and you have a lot to learn. But that doesn't mean you're not doing a good job already. When I was small, it took me 3 years for my Clink to evolve into a Klinklang. These things just take time. Believe in yourself. Whenever you think you are alone, just remember that I am your #1 fan and I'm always rooting for you, Jenner. You're such a drama queen, you know that, but I appreciate your words a lot. I won't lose hope again. Love you, Dad. Malia. P.S. Where did you put my audition CD? It was on the table, but now I can't find it. Alright, it fell on the floor, so I picked it up and placed it inside the wardrobe. Jenner. Oh good, I thought you took it to share it with your co-workers. That video is so embarrassing. Malia. And then of course we'll go through that and grab it, and we'll place it into the computer there. And then you actually get to watch the audition tape. Ahem. My name is Malia. I'm from East Garden City. As you know, I'm here today to audition for the normal type gym leader position. I have created a video, the one you're watching, to showcase my many skills that would aid my position. After all the attributes are shown, I recommend watching over and reviewing each one in order to really get what I'm capable of. Even if I am not chosen, I hope that you at least consider me for any future positions. Thank you for watching, and... Oops. Please enjoy the video. Thank you for your consideration. Bruh moment. I can dance really well. I can run really fast. Bro moment. Like Venom or Ren gets her off screen. I am a really famous singer in East Garden City. I'm the best singer in the entire world, probably. I'm so popular that West Garden News did a story on me. bro moment. But at the end of the day, I learned from my mistakes and I am determined to become a good trainer and be the best that I can be. You know, I gotta say, I really love the new like sprite like animation stuff. I'm not sure if it's like Zoomy, Jan or Jane, or whoever like does that kind of work. It's super impressive with like the face movement. It's like hard to like word it, even like the hand movements and like how some of them do like poses and whatnot. I have to like assume like that kind of like work isn't like that easy to like do, so it's honestly like really impressive. And I don't know, it's just kind of like nice, like it adds more like detail, more like emotion to it. I really appreciate it. I think it's like a new thing with like V13.5 more so. I know like V13 like had that, but V13.5 like has it like more, if that makes sense. Anyways, and that's pretty much the video. Thanks to my two good friends Ren and Venom for joining, and of course thanks to my dad for filming all of this for us. It was no big deal, anything to help. For once I agree with that nerd. Hey Amanda, I know you're watching this back wherever you are. Malia's a good candidate and you should totally hire her. You will not regret it. Venom, that's enough. I'm gonna ask you both to leave now. Alright, you heard the last. Let's leave now, Venom. Fine. Hey Ren, I was thinking about getting purple hair. I think blue doesn't fit me at all. Hey, you do what you want. If I say something and you end up hating it, you'll blame me. My friends, now that they're gone, I want to talk to you seriously. Despite all of that silly stuff, I really do think I'm a good candidate for this position. Although my main occupation happens to be an assistant researcher, I really do think my talent shines through battling, so all I'm asking for is one shot at this. I know I can get the job done if I really put my mind to it. That's all I have to say for now though. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and or night. How did I do, Dad? You did perfect. It definitely is something that can be like missable, but for new or repeat players that may have never seen it, this is like a little event that is available. And it's honestly kind of like bittersweet because of like the whole event, of course, that went down within like the cave. But it's like really cool to like see like the relationship that Malia and Jenner had, you know, father and daughter. It's just super cool. And seeing, you know, Ren and Venom be goofy with like Malia and whatnot, help her out still. It's always good to see like good and like healthy like friendships and whatnot, so overall I would recommend you check out the audition tape. It's really nice to see. Anyways though, before I ramble more on all of that, two more things we're going to be getting into. We will be wrapping up the small Karina task, quest, however you want to word it here. We're going to get ourselves a Lunatone, and then I believe that's going to be it for today's episode. We'll get more so into the main story, and of course get into the Kada battle, and then move onwards. Oh Alon, you made it! I'm glad that we have a powerful trainer on our side, so we're going to be fighting an opposing gang tonight. That gang has been causing the trouble of all... I read that all wrong. Causing trouble all over the city ever since they got here a few years ago. We've been trying to stop them, but the city thinks we're bad people. We're just trying to do what's right for everyone. If you are interested, please meet us at the cave. If you are unsure where that is, you must take the east train, then head all the way through Route 2. You cannot miss it. Now, of course, to save on money, you don't have to go through that. You could just go to Truck Guy, and he'll kind of like help you out with all of that. You better not hold us back at the cave. So you're going to help us at the cave. Don't mess up or it'll mean the end of Girin, at least I think so. You got it. Let's go here. Go to Sheridan. Now I don't think that this battle is difficult by any means, so yeah. We'll just use a super potion here. Now, of course, yeah, it is technically like a no items like run, but you can use like items like outside of like battles and whatnot, so it's more so like a convenience thing instead of going back to like reheal. Oh, arena trap, my bad. There we go. Anyways, you're gonna want to go up here. Now, this event, I would definitely recommend you do so. You do gain some friendship points in the future by doing the quest, and you also get a event Pokemon, if you are curious, that is a Houndour, and I would recommend, whether you're doing it on normal mode, classic mode, or like a challenge run or anything like that, Houndoom is a fantastic Pokemon, and honestly, having a fully evolved Pokemon somewhat early game, I don't really think you can go wrong at all, so yeah. Alan, it looks like you've decided to help us out after all. I was battling their leader when I got clumsy and fell off the side. I'm in no condition to try and battle them off again. Please battle them in my spot. Karina is so weak that she has to send in replacements to fight for her. Whatever, I'll beat you to a pulp just like I did to Karina over there. Alrighty. We'll see how that goes for you though. Flame charge, double kick is fine too. Of course some players may not have a combustion, but yeah. I'm just kind of like saying what I'll go for. That's another thing that I gotta like think on though, because it's like, I don't know, I can't like over like worry about it, you know, but it's like everybody has like different like starters, so like whenever like I go into the more difficult battles and let's say I do use a Blaziken, like some players might be thinking like what is like a decent substitute for that if like Sanders does like carry. I don't know, I'll have to think on that. And I guess I might like do like a thing that I might not use Sanders for some of the battles. We'll see though. I didn't expect you to be this tough. We'll stop doing bad things if it means having to deal with headaches like you. Retreat. Thanks to your efforts, the gang of bandits is no more. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. Normally, I like to name mine Matalis. I guess it's a male, but it don't really matter, honestly. I don't usually like worry about like the gender kind of stuff. This Pokemon won't be useful to you right away, but if you stick with it, who knows what will happen? Goodbye and thanks for your help. Okay, so you're at the PC, and of course with like the 31 like IVs, we should be fine. Let's go on down here, get the Lunatone here. And then after that, what I'm going to do is go back to Sheridan for a moment and go over the Pokemon that I would recommend you capture. I'm going to go ahead and, of course, get them off screen, EV train them, and then continue onwards with Rejuvenation. Well, we'll continue like the Rejuvenation Let's Play is what I meant to say. Anyways, down there, over here, is where Lunatone is. You will need a gourmet treat. I believe we do have one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do. Now, I don't think it's like Soul Rock at all, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. What I will do for now is kind of like make like a timestamp here so you still kind of like know where it's at, but I will go like back to this point. I just won't save it all and kind of just re-roll because I do want to get the shiny, but real quick I'll go on ahead and wait a minute. Oh, gotcha. Okay, those are the new like Butterflies of Fate. Depending on like the game mode, if you're going for like a more of like a renegade route, I believe it subtracts points from you. If you're going for the Paragon, it heals you. So a new little thing that the game has added. You are actually kind of cool. Honestly, love the colors, red and purple and white. If I go for an attack, it's probably gonna Oko. Well, Ember probably doesn't. That'll be fine. I don't think I'll use a Chingling, but I kind of want you. I don't know, like I brought up a few seconds ago, the colors are cool. And I gotta say, for a lot of like the Rejuve shinies, they've done a great job with a lot of them. They're really nice. I don't know, whoops. Name you Cherry, I guess. Alrighty. Let me pause here and I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, sorry for the pause there, but we're back here now. So, to kind of give some recommendations on what I plan to capture within Sheridan, what I would honestly recommend, whether you're playing through casual, normal, well, classic, normal, pretty much the normal or the easy mode or a challenge run, no matter what you're doing, Makuhita. Makuhita is a fantastic Pokemon. Do not sleep on Hariyama. It is a fantastic early and honestly mid game and even like late game too. It's just a good Pokemon overall. For this playthrough with set mode no items, I plan to capture 2 Makuhita. Now, do I have to? Probably not, but I want 1 for defense and 1 for special defense. There is a later battle within the game that Makuhita with special defense Thick Fat does extremely well in, so I'll kind of like, I said kind of twice, sorry. I'll kind of keep that vague for now, but that's what I'm gonna do. If you only want to capture 1, that's fine, but I do plan to get those 2 and EV train 1 for defense and 1 for special defense. You could do 1 for, I don't know, like max attack if you really wanted to, that's fine. It's however you want to go about it, but that's how I kind of prefer to go about it. And again, it's more so up to you. Some honorable mentions, Lediba. Now, with the Ledian crest, it does some pretty wacky and insane stuff. I personally have never used Ledian with crest or Lediba in any playthrough from what I can honestly remember. So yeah, if you want to get a little wacky and use it, that's fine. It is a 2% encounter. I'm most certainly not going to go out of my way personally to get one. And by the way, I think it's like a morning time encounter anyways, and it is like 2%, so yeah, it's more so up to you. I don't really plan to get one honestly, but if I do run into it somehow, I'm not going to say no to it, of course, since it is like a low encounter, but it's up to the player. I believe that there is like a Fearow within this area as well. That may be something that can help you with the battle. Fearow's not a bad Pokemon. I know I captured 1, and I forgot if I used 1 during the intense mode no items let's play. I'm not sure actually. I don't know, I actually might get a Fearow, maybe, because like the thing is, like, we have Swoobat, Leavanny does quite a bit, we have Fletchling. I don't know, it doesn't hurt to really have one though, to be fair. I might capture 1 maybe just specifically for that battle. We'll see what happens, but it's not a bad Pokemon. I would say if you really want it, no matter what playthrough you're doing, that's totally fine. But for like a normal or casual mode playthrough, I normally wouldn't go after it, but since we're doing a challenge run, we probably will get 1. But just to say real quick again, the main Pokemon, Makuhita, and a few honorable mentions, Fearow and Lediba, so yeah, that's normally what I get, but again, there's all sorts of different Pokemon throughout Sheridan and the cave and all of that, so as I always like to say, capture what you want to capture, use what you want to use. Everybody has different ways about going about different battles, so yeah. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode. The next episode, we'll get back into the main story. We'll get ourselves the Lunatone, a few Makihita, possibly Furo, and then we'll get into the main story, get the gym badge, and honestly just continue onwards with the story and all. So yeah. Anyways though, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.